Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about how much it costs to start an Amazon FBA business. A lot of people talk about it, but no one shows you the real numbers, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show you the real numbers, the true cost of starting an Amazon business. I'm documenting my entire business journey from start to wherever I end up to the finish. So make sure you follow and you watch along. All costs and figures will be in USD, so that makes it easier for everyone to follow. Now let's get into it. So the first major cost for me wasn't the product itself, it's actually the setup cost. So I set up a company here in Australia, and that set me back about $420. You can sell as an individual, but because I want to take this serious, I've registered as a company, and I've registered with Amazon under my company name. So $420 for that. So I also registered on Amazon as a professional seller, so there's a $40 upfront fee, and then once I have active listings, there'll be a $40 monthly charge that's ongoing, and that way they won't take a percentage of my product for that, I guess, fee, but there are other fees involved. Now is actually time to find a product to sell on Amazon, and for that you need to have a product research tool. So I used a bunch of different product research tools, including Helium 10 and AMZScout, and the cost of that depends on the pricing and the plan that you purchase, with Helium 10 being a little bit more expensive than AMZScout, etc. So let's say it costs you on average $100 a month for the tool to do your product research, and you product researched for about 2 or 3 months, so let's put that at about $300 of product research, or $300 that goes into product research. Now, if you're interested in either of those tools, whether it's Helium 10 or AMZScout, I've left the links in the description below to sign up, so make sure you check them out. They're the tools that I'll probably be using throughout this journey. So if you sign up with those links, they help out the channel and help me make these videos as I go along, so make sure to check it out. So after doing some product research using those tools, I landed on a product that I thought could be viable, so I ordered a sample through Alibaba, and it took about 2 to 3 weeks for that to arrive to my address, and then I had a look at it and decided whether I wanted to continue with potentially selling this product or not. I spent about $55 for the product sample and international shipping, so that I could analyze and check that the product was fit for sale and that it would be a decent product. Once I knew I wanted to move forward with the product, I decided to file a trademark for my brand. I didn't want to sell as a generic seller on Amazon because you don't have any protection. People can sort of hijack your listing, and really there's no brand loyalty there. So I decided to, I created a brand name, and I decided that I was going to register this with the USPTO because I am selling in the Amazon US marketplace. So I've registered that, and I went through some lawyers, and it cost me about $1,150 to file that custom trademark in one class for my brand, and there'll be a $550 cost once that gets approved in about 6 or 7 months. So at this stage I've only spent $1,150 for that trademark, and there are many benefits to it, and I can make a separate video talking about the benefits of filing for a trademark and registering with Amazon, Amazon's brand registry program. A lot of incentives there for sellers, so it's definitely worth considering if you're going to launch your product and you want to create a brand for the long term. And that's in line with sort of what I'm aiming for, right? The long game. I'm not looking for short and quick wins. I want to build something that's worthwhile over the long run. So up until this point, I've just been planning and researching and sort of getting the groundwork and the foundation laid. I hadn't actually committed to the product, and so now it came time to place my first order after making sure that the sample was correct, and that the sample was good. So the product itself cost me about $1,048 for 100 units, and then it cost me about $393 to ship that to Amazon's fulfillment centers in the US, because that's the marketplace that I'm selling in at the moment. Yeah, so now it's become real. I've invested that money into the product, and it's on its way to Amazon's fulfillment centers. Again, I haven't had any sales yet, so far the total investment for this product, for the things that I've mentioned in this video, is about $3,406 roughly. So that's quite a lot for a product I haven't sold yet, but that's just the beginning. There's going to be additional costs like storage costs, inbounding costs, I'm sure, and a whole bunch of other potential costs as well, and I'll keep you guys updated on those costs as they come, so that you have a clearer picture of how much I've invested, and how much I may or may not make at the end of this. If you'd like to follow this journey, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and you follow along throughout this series. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode.